Hi everyone, I'm Laura. I'm the CEO of VMV Hypoallergenics, the safest, most proven effective care on the planet. And how we prove that is first and foremost by allergen omission. We take all of the top contact allergens that are published by independent sources based on thousands and thousands of patch tests and omit them from the formulation, or as many of them as possible. And at this point, the current count is 109, and we have a really unique grading system that's sort of like an SPF but for allergen emission. It was the first of its kind, created by my mother, our founding dermatopathologist, in the 80s, and we've been using it ever since. And there's a wonderful study published in a leading contact dermatitis journal showing that this VH rating system, the validated hypoallergenic rating system, has allowed us to have less than 0.1% reported reactions in over 30 years. So how it works is all our products have VH, a VH number that's validated hypoallergenic minus, in this case, minus 109 over 109. And if this product were to have an allergen in it, it would say, for example, VH minus 108 over 109. And we mark in the ingredients list with an asterisk and an underline what the allergen is. So if it's not one of your allergens that you've patch tested positive for, then you may be able to use the product, no problem. The second part is the most effective care. We prove that with clinical studies, many of them randomized double-blind clinical studies, and many of them published in peer-reviewed dermatology journals. At this point, we have over 80 or so, and my mom has over 200 or so, and many of those studies are based on work with VMV formulations. So, yay! Before I get started, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And click the notification bell so you don't miss out on the new content as it comes. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at VMV Hypoallergenics. And please don't forget to comment if you have any questions that I can answer later, or comment with things that you'd like us to cover in more detail. Today, I will be sharing with you our sort of main do's and don'ts for holiday gifting for people with sensitive skin. And I'll be sharing some of my top picks for holiday gifting from VMV products. Keeping these things in mind makes the gift even more thoughtful because you're keeping in mind their safety, helping them along with their patient compliance, which isn't always easy, and showing that, you know, it's an extra level of consideration, which I think is really, really nice. It's sort of very much in spirit with giving, very much in the spirit of the holidays. The holidays is such a festive time and it's pretty awesome, but I think we sometimes forget that for people with sensitive skin, it can be a bit of a minefield. Among other things, some concerns are when you're taking holiday decor out of storage, then you might be dealing with mold and dust mites, and this can cause problems for people with contact allergies. A lot of people with atopic dermatitis and eczema can also have allergic rhinitis and things like this. So sometimes that goes hand in hand. Fairly frequently it does. Other things that happen over the holidays, a lot of really yummy smelling things. Everything from fresh pine to balsams all over the place, to scented candles, essential oils and incense, cinnamon, scented things, pine cones, potpourri, all lovely, and I love them personally. I have fragrance allergies, but they're more with things that really come in direct contact with me. So my laundry detergent, it's a real issue. I have to really use FAWN and LAUNDER or Essence Superwash. But when you're giving a gift to someone you know has sensitive skin or allergies, you know, nasal allergies, bronchial allergies, maybe not so much the scented stuff. You kind of want to stay away from scented candles, essential oils, aromatherapy stuff, incense, potpourri, all of this stuff, even if it's really organic and really natural, maybe you even made it yourself, like you grew lavender yourself and then made it into an oil, these are top contact allergens. And the thing about contact allergens, especially in fragrance, is when they become airborne, you can still get a reaction. So, ideally don't give stuff that's fragranced, perfumes and fragranced things, or pure essential oils and aromatherapy and things like that. Candles also. Other common things to give in the holidays might be clothing, scarves, mittens, hats, shirts, maybe even jeans, right? Top allergens in clothing, I wouldn't give someone with sensitive skin, for example, a shirt like this that is really patterned, that has bright colors, that has dark colors. Jeans are kind of an issue because a lot of jeans are blue jeans, and most blue jeans, or a lot of blue jeans, have indigo, which is an allergen. Also, a lot of synthetic fabrics, to make the color bind well to them, contain a chemical called that are mordants. Mordants are related to metals, so not great. Also, jeans that are stretchy, anything stretchy, clothing that is stretchy, can be an issue because of the stretch, the latex and the rubber. So if you're giving cloth, fabric, napkins and towels and things like that, you want to opt for pale colors, whites, ideally actually organic cotton, unbleached, undyed cotton would be great. Something sort of like this. There's a wonderful company called Cottonique.com, COTTONIQUE.com. We don't get any kind of affiliate marketing from Cottonique. They just are wonderful. They really are one of the few brands that makes product for specifically for clothing, contact dermatitis. So check them out. They're a wonderful option for people with very sensitive skin. An odd, not no-no, but maybe caution would be art supplies and craft supplies. Ceramics and clay, porcelains, things like this, tend to be less of a problem when they're dry. But they can be quite the top allergen when they're handled wet. So that's something to keep in mind, especially maybe for giving kits, like craft kits to kids. If you know that you're giving a craft kit to a child who has sensitive skin, maybe not so much the clay stuff, the ceramic stuff, maybe something else. Inks, paints, these things can be an issue for people with sensitive skin. Other big no-nos or big caution flags when you're giving stuff to people with sensitive skin, jewelry. And the reason is nickel is the top contact allergen several years running now. It's just always number one. And the thing with nickel is this. Nickel is in almost every metal. It's in so many things, right? The difference is if you're giving something that's very, very high quality stainless steel, the chances are the nickel is bonded very, very well with the steel. The problem with nickel when it's in a metal where it's not very well bonded is when it comes into contact with your skin, and perspiration in particular, it comes off, and that's when the reaction occurs. So giving jewelry, for example, it used to be that as long as it's pure gold, it's okay, but gold is also an allergen. So for jewelry, you're looking at very high quality stainless steel, but also other materials like maybe natural fibers, as long as they're not too scratchy, maybe cloth that's paler in color, beads. Again, you still want to go not get stuff that's really too brightly colored, woods and things like that if they're not allergic to resin. These might be safer options than metal jewelry. That brings us to what I think can be really thoughtful gifts for people with sensitive skin, and that's to try to find safer options for things that are really, really hard to find safer options for. For example, gadget covers. So this mobile phone cover, right? This is leather on the back. Leather can be a problem with sensitive skin. It has a rubberized border, and this is really an issue because if I were allergic to rubber, a lot of people are, you hold your phone so frequently. So this is a real issue. Rubberized cell phone holders, mobile phone holders, and certainly metals. Many mobile phone holders have rubberized materials, bright colors, bright reds and things like that, and rubberized material and metal. So if you find an alternative, maybe something that has more wood, the borders are not rubberized material, this would be a godsend for many people with sensitive skin. And the same applies for covers for tablets, for laptops and things like that. Other things I think are really thoughtful. So we love reusable straws, for example. But again, if you're giving one to someone with sensitive skin, it would have to be very, very high quality stainless steel or something nickel free, or maybe bamboo or an alternative material that isn't metal. Similarly, utensils would be such a thoughtful gift to someone with sensitive skin, because metal forks and knives and spoons, particularly forks and spoons, which really come into contact with the lips, or touching them, holding them, if you can give something that is all wood or a different material, this could be really helpful to someone with sensitive skin and nickel allergies in particular. Eyewear might be a good idea. A lot of people with nickel allergies, and the classic thing you see in the covers of dermatology journals is people with reactions sort of here because of their eyeglasses from the metal in there. So if you find eyewear that does not have metal or is nickel-free, that would be great. There are nickel-free websites and nickel-free apps that are great places to look. Instead of fresh flowers and fresh plants, which again can be a problem for some people with sensitive skin or allergic rhinitis, we tend to, my sister is very, very allergic to anything that might potentially have a whiff of a whisper, of a friend, of a cousin, of pollen. So we tend to prioritize not fresh flowers for her, but like dried flowers or paper flowers. There's some people now doing beautiful things with paper flowers, and since you don't handle them so much, they can be brightly colored and beautiful as well. People sometimes during the holidays will notice that their skin is reacting more in certain areas like the fingers or the hands, and that can be from handling things like, brightly colored gift wrap and ribbon, tape, sticky tape, and glues. So anything with acrylates and sticky things, and brightly colored papers and fabrics and Christmas decor can be an issue for people with sensitive skin. So that's also a nice gift to give someone. It's sort of paler, more natural papers, hand-pressed papers, and other materials that might be less allergenic. A note also on fabrics. This was shared by one of our viewers on a live stream the other week, and thank you so much for bringing that up, because it's actually a great tip. When you're giving mittens and scarves and knitted hats and stuff, make sure that there's no acrylates in the yarn that's used in the knitting. I mentioned earlier leather can be an issue for people with sensitive skin, a lot of times because of the tanning process and the coloring process and all that stuff. So leather alternatives, I think, is such a lovely gift idea. There's pineapple leather. They're sort of plant-based leathers that are really lovely now, and also have a nice sort of animal-friendly, environmentally friendly angle to them that I think is a really special gift. So there, lots of other options for holiday gifting. Wines, certainly. Food, certainly, assuming you know their food allergies. Glassware, ceramics, again, when these things are dry, they're not so much of an issue. Picture frames, decorative mirrors, things like this. So there are many, many options you can give people with sensitive skin. It's just that a lot of the classic stuff that you think of, maybe like certain clothing, especially if it's very brightly colored, bright red knit sweaters or something, maybe not so much, right? You just look for alternatives that are looser, lighter colored, no stretch, etc. So you do have a lot of options. Sort of picks at VMV that make for great gifts. I think you're spoiled with a choice. Myself, I'm a little biased for sure, but I like getting this stuff even. Number one for me as a gifting option is virgin coconut oil. It is in the news. It's very trendy. Everyone's talking about it because it is so healthy and awesome. So the two options on our side, almost everything we make contains our virgin coconut oil and monolaurin, but to give it sort of pure as a gift, I think is really nice. And our virgin coconut oil is organic and cold and first pressed, about as straight from the tree as you can get. Plus, it's all plus, this is an excerpt of one of our clinical studies published in a peer-reviewed journal, so it's really quite unique in that sense. And this is Know-It Oil, which is the pure oil. And this is Oils Well, which is the same oil, but with monolaurin added to it. And this is from our Grandma Mini Mom and Baby line. Speaking of that line, the Grandma Mini Mom and Baby line is a wonderful line for, new parents or entire families. It's a great gift, I think, to give an entire family. And it has a hair and body wash. And it has this, one of our most popular lotions, which is the Mommy Coddling All Over Lotion, which is a really, really great moisturizer from head to toe. And a gift I think is really thoughtful, especially during the pandemic, is Kid Gloves, which is our monolaurin hand sanitizer. and it's based primarily on monolaurin. So it is not drying, it's coconut derived, it's got great studies behind it. So yeah, the Grandma Mini, sorry, and then of course the oil as well. So there's some superstar products in the line, but the line itself is a really nice gift to a family or to parents welcoming a baby. And certainly a superstar gift, in my opinion, in this line is the Grandma Mini Big Brave Boo Boo Balm. This also comes in a travel size tube. It's really awesome. It's like giving a skin Swiss Army knife because it basically does everything. Everything. It's awesome. It's a great lip balm. It's great for really dry patches of skin. It's great for someone with eczema or eczematous skin conditions, atopic dermatitis. It's great for psoriasis, sort of flare-ups and stuff, and rosacea. It's just awesome. Very soothing. Plus, it's great for scrapes and, you know, chafes and cuts and minor wounds and stuff like that, like hangnails. It's really awesome. I know people who use it as like a brow setter or like a frizz tamer, but it's a great little gift, I think, for everybody, and it's so useful and so healthy and just awesome. So yeah, to me, Boo Boo Balm is just a can't go wrong gift for a lot of people. Some cool ideas for people who are like really active, are athletes, sort of like working out, real health buffs, would be like the ID Monolaurin Gel. This is great because it's great for, you know, back knee, but it's also such a multifunction product. So it can be used to mattify, to control sweat a little, and it sort of doubles or triples as another monolaurin hand sanitizer. So that's pretty cool. A lot of people like this product very, very much. And for anyone really, athletes, runners, triathletes, people who love going to the beach, anyone who likes being outdoors a lot, golfers and stuff, ARMADA, sorry about this. This is again home stash, so it's like a little banged up and dirty, but ARMADA Sport is a great idea, really, really thoughtful gift. If you are looking, I know sometimes it can be hard. Again, our products are for all genders, all skins, and all people, but sometimes it can be hard to maybe shop for guys, like maybe your dad or something. The 1635 line is really nice. If you were to get, for example, the pre-shave soft scrub, this is actually what I use as a cleanser. I love it. And then the shave cream number 3 is the safest bet because it's for all beard types. And then the soothing aftershave salve is, or we have another aftershave gel that's great also for all skin types. This is a wonderful sort of shaving system. It looks good, I think. I think it's really nice. Plus, it's allergen free. It's great for the skin. It sort of is a leveled up shaving experience. And it's a little more pampering. It's a little more specific to beard type and skin type. So it's got more science and intent behind it. And if you just give this, I think is a great, really unique gift for someone who's big into their beards. Like, let's say they do a lot of sculpting or they're, you know, big beard men. This is a pre-shave barber oil. This 1635 pre-shave barber oil is great. It sort of mimics that experience in old barbershops of like the warm towel because it softens up the beard and it makes it really much easier to sculpt and maintain a more intricate beard. So I think that's a great idea. Great gifts also, our moisturizers. This is a wonderful one to give anybody really. The Essence Hand Body Soother, allergen free, virgin coconut and monolaurin, all that good stuff. Great moisturizer to give any of our moisturizers. Another popular one is the Hydrobalance Smart Moisturizer for combination skin. We have a creamy, rich, intensive moisture milk version of this. This is a cleanser though. But our moisturizers are really big faves. We have wonderful ones from Illuminance and from Re-Everything as well. If you are looking for something a little more luxe to give, Re-Everything Eye Serum has been a favorite gifting item for several years now. It's great because it's nice for rejuvenation, but it also has a nice temporary uplift that happens. With the year that we've had, it's nice to sort of maybe hide some of the stress. I don't know. It's a lovely gift. It's a bit more luxe for certain people on your list. And if you're looking for something for people who are really into beauty, our lipsticks are great. Really any shade. This is Ruby. Again, it's my personal stash, so I apologize for the state of it. But Ruby was our 40th year red, and it really works for everybody. It's like the red for everyone. It's a lovely shade. I'm wearing Sweater Girl, which is dye-free. So we have lots of great options in our lipsticks, in our lip glosses, and certainly Lash was our best-selling mascara. Such a fave. Can't go wrong. A lot of our skincare comes in mini sizes like this, like travel sizes. Even our Know It Oil comes in this awesome, super handy, cute bottle. And our moisturizers come in these little tubes. And these make, even Boo Boo Balm comes in a mini tube. These make for great stocking stuffers. Perfectly sized, really thoughtful little gifts to give, to just put in stockings. I hope you enjoyed, or I hope that was helpful in helping you think of gifts for people with sensitive skin on your list. Please don't forget to write in the comments any questions that you might have, or anything else you'd like us to cover. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. And I hope you found this helpful. I hope you have a really wonderful, festive, uplifting, calm, peaceful, beautiful, happy, joyous, gratitude-filled holiday season. Happy holidays.